welcome to my kitchen. That's Nema's kitchen, and today we'll be doing donuts, which will be glazed later to give them a glossy finish and to make them more sweeter. And for me today, I'll have 1 cup of milk, which is warm. I'll tell you why it's warm. I have a 1/4 tablespoon of sugar, granulated sugar, and 1/2 tablespoon of salt. I have my vanilla essence. I have my butter, which is melted. I have 2 eggs. I have 2 soft sugar, or you can call them powdered sugar. For me, I used the normal icing sugar for that. I have yeast, 2 1/4 teaspoon of yeast. I have my flour, which is already sifted with salt, and that's 4 1/2 cups. And my working tools, I will be using a wooden spoon just to mix everything. And finally, I have my oil to fry my donuts. I also have my tablecloth, my kitchen cloth, just to help me when covering my dough, to ensure that during that time of rising. And so I'll start. The first thing is, I told you my milk is warm, and I'll add sugar. This will be used to make the mixture, to make the dough. Then I'll add my yeast. I'll add yeast. Make sure your milk is warm to speed up the reaction. Sorry, it's a bit messy. Then I'll stir. Stir until you don't feel the sugar granules. I'll set it aside for later use. Just clean your surface as you go to ensure you're working on a clean surface. So in a bowl, which is here, this is my flour, and I'll add my salt. And I'll mix them together just to combine all of them. If you have the electric mixer, you can use it. It's simpler, it's easier to use. Or you can just use a wooden spoon. Then I'll mix in a separate bowl my eggs, my butter, which is already melted. You can use butter, you can use margarine. Then my eggs, I'll try to beat up my eggs. My eggs, I'll put them in. And my vanilla essence, I'll just use a half, just 1. Vanilla essence helps to keep away the scent from the eggs. It brings out a good flavor. I'll mix them. Then with my yeast mixture that I had made earlier, I'll pour in. And mix. That's my mixture. I can smell the yeast, the vanilla essence, but I cannot smell the eggs. The vanilla essence has helped in erasing the smell of the eggs. Then I'll pour my mixture into my wet ingredients into my dry ingredients. Then I'll mix them together to form my dough. Mix slowly. I'll mix it. I'll add a bit of my milk and spare a little milk for later. I'll tell you how we are going to use it. As we continue, I'd like to thank all of you who have continued supporting me by subscribing to my YouTube channel at Glaze, and continue subscribing, share, like, comment. I'd like to hear your views, what I've been preparing. So after I've mixed, I'll separate it and make the dough using my hands, so that I can make a hard dough. Not that hard, but soft. If you have the machine, you can use it. It actually saves you time and the energy, but you can also do it with your hands. Let's continue subscribing to my YouTube channel at Glaze, on my Facebook page Glaze, or at our handle at Neema Dishes. Follow me on Instagram at Glaze and get more of these recipes. And you can also share what you love me to teach you what to do. Sure your dough isn't hard, not too soft. If you find that your flour is more, you can add in warm water, or you can add in warm milk just to make your dough well. It's fun. You can do it with your kids back at home, especially during this time when they are at home. Just engage them, one or two, and enjoy it. It's fun. Do it with love. Do it with passion. Yes. ensure your surface is clean. Mine is clean, that's why I'm putting it down. You can see my dough is well combined. So I'll make tiny balls. Yes, and I'm done with making the rolls, as you can see. So now I'll put them in a bowl. You can put flour or oil on the bowl just to avoid them from sticking. I'll just place them in my bowl. So that I can give them time to rise, since the yeast needs time to rise in a warm temperature. In a warm place. Yeah, like that. Then I'll cover using my kitchen towel. Sure they are tightly covered, just to give them the warmth that they need. You can use kitchen towels, you can use paper towels, any that you have. And I've covered. Then I let them rest for 1 hour, then we'll continue. Okay, our dough already is rising, and I'll show you how to make the round ones, which I had already done after resting for 1 hour. And after resting for 1 hour, so this is how it is done. Just gently rolling out. Not too thin, not too thick. Yes, then you can use a cutter, donut cutter. For me, I just used a lid, and you make a circle like that. And do the other one, just gently. To get a good shape of it. Just to get a good shape out of it. Not too thin, not too thick. Just then press. So there goes our donuts. Then cover it in a place and leave it to rest for 40 minutes. For me, the first bunch has already rested, so I'll go on with this bunch, first bunch, and fry them as the rest continue resting for some minutes as they rise. Now our oil is hot, not too hot and not too hot to avoid it from burning and becoming hard, just hot. And I'll put one by one, slowly. As you can see, it's not too hot, so it will allow it to cook slowly even in the inside. I can put another one. This we can do too. Ensure it has the nice brown color. Reduce your heat if it's too much, that it can cook slowly so that even the inside part can be cooked. Yeah, you can see, looks nice. I lined my container with a serviette so that it can hold the oil. As it drains the oil slowly, It's a simple recipe that you can try out at home. Then after this, after we are done here, we'll now go to the finishing parts. You can eat it like this without the finishing parts, which I'll show you later. We'll be doing glazing, but as it is okay like that. But glazing, we'll do it just to add more taste, more flavor to our donuts. They look nice. Be sure you put in slowly to avoid burning your hands or even your face. Ensure it cooks well on every side of the pan of the donuts. Cook evenly. I'm pouring oil on the top so that it can rise. Comes a bit fluffy, big. You see your oil is going slowly. You can add a bit of heat, but not too much. Our donuts are ready. As you can see, they look yummy. Now you can eat it like this, or you can add a few flavor. So I'll be doing the glazing, and I'll use milk, quarter cup of milk. Sorry, sugar. My sugar, I used icing sugar since it's powdered compared to the normal sugar that we use at home. Wow, I'm so excited about this. Yes. Smells nice. Then vanilla essence, just a half teaspoon. I use the, sorry. Mistakes do happen. Just use a half. Yes. That'll make the glaze. Just mix completely. Mixing completely till it becomes smooth. Smooth and smooth. It looks nice. Here's my glazing. See, it's smooth. No particles left. Then I'll dip my donuts inside. I'll just dip. Get ready to get messy. Bit messy. Just dip it. Yes. See, they are glowing. The glazing makes them glow compared to how they were before. They're glowing. You can do it at home with your family. Just these donuts can be eaten for breakfast, 3 o'clock tea. You can also have them as brunch. That's brunch. That's the hours between lunchtime and dinner. You can have it with tea. You can have them with juice. Those who love juice, just anything of your choice. So continue. Don't mind the messiness of our hands. In the kitchen, you just have to get messy. It gets messy at times. And yeah. almost done with my donuts. If you have sprinkles, you can also sprinkle, or you can also do some frosting on top just to add the sweetness, especially for those who love bit sweet. You can do the frosting with buttercream icing. You can just do it on top or add sprinkles to make it more attractive, more sweet, and enjoy. Yes. So, as you can see, there are my donuts in glaze. They'll just dry slowly, and then you can have them for breakfast, for brunch, for 10 o'clock tea. Yeah, and enjoy them with your family. That was a session by your only Chef Grace from Neema Dishes. Don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel at Jerusha Grace, and on my Facebook page Jerusha Grace and Neema Dishes. Both pages you can find me there. Find more recipes. And also on my Instagram page at Jerusha Grace. See you and watch out for the next video. Thank you.